promised, Buddy brought his rally, whatever the hell this thing is, Rally Fighter.
Rally Fighter.
It's insane. And I told you it looked like a remote-controlled car.
Yeah.
Why don't you step in here and tell us a few things about this car, like the rims. Did you guys make those, farm that out?
Actually, no, Method Wheel made those for us. That's a 6-spoke. They came out with those at SEMA. There's only a few sets out in the United States right now, and we got to debut these. They are 3,200 pounds per wheel, so they can take the jumping and off-road abuse that we can dish out with this car.
The air intake here has a little bit of a spiker vibe to it. It's got a little spiker feel. I'm one of the few spiker defenders out there.
Yeah.
Would be a good name for a spiker model, the Spiker
Defender.
But
the Land Rover guys might get pissed.
I don't know if they're ever going to turn a prop and make a penny. I don't know. It goes on, but there's a little spiker feel here. Car just cool, slick. It's really like. It's like a super high 13-year-old designed it. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean like the guy just going, man, what would be cool? What would be like the coolest thing ever?
It ended up actually being a teenager who did design the
Really?
Yeah, his name's
I told you.
Song Ho Kim. He was going to school over here at Pasadena.
Isaac Kite, that kid.
I can't make a comment on that. But anyway.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Irrelevant.
What do they weigh?
They weigh in at about 3,950 pounds.
Heavier than we would have thought.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Well, it was built with, we weren't worried about weight distribution. We were worried more about strength. We made the thing strong. You can literally take this right off the asphalt and drive it in the dirt and go through.
Now, the entire body is just fiberglass. It's really just meant to be cosmetic, right? So the whole thing is a full tube frame chassis?
Yeah, it's got an entire space frame chassis made of tubing. The front is actually carbon fiber. These little side skirts are carbon fiber. And the tail, the black area there, it's all carbon fiber also. Again, to help take the abuse when it goes out in the bush. And don't get things broken.
Does it physically have a hatchback or a trunk? Or?
It's a little trunk.
It's got a little trunk back there? Throw your golf clubs back there?
Absolutely. Let me show you the hood.
Yeah, I'd like to see that hood. Nice gauge cluster.
Oh, you want to see the interior over there?
Yeah, beautiful. It's got the cage built in. Got the stereo going. This is obviously the automatic version with the pistol grip.
Is there actually an airbag in it?
No, sir. No airbags at all.
Just the steering wheel happens to have it. Boy, that engine's really set far back.
So if you notice, it's set back quite a ways for weight distribution. This car is very well balanced front to rear.
This is technically a mid-engine car.
Yes.
Anytime you get that engine back behind the front axle, it's mid-engine. Everyone thinks mid-engine means behind you, but it can just be behind the front axle. Wow, there was some geometry going on
Look at these
under
bump
here.
stops.
Remember we talked about the trophy truck
trick.
technology? Well,
Yes.
this has got an upper and a lower A-arm with the Fox internally bypass shocks with the bump stop, which is basically what we have on trophy trucks. This is a little bit smaller, not quite as big as those are, but same geometry, same design.
Wow, this looks like just a party on wheels. And something that probably would have been impossible to do a few years back without some of the computers and some of these companies that are making rims and making these parts and making glass and doing all that stuff. It's a good age now where you can actually do it yourself. It's not, again, get the VW and take the fenders off and put the brush.
It's nice that you can just, like one part number, you get your engine, you get your computer, you get your gas pedal, everything's dialed in, emissions legal, ready to go.
Yeah, and we have the complete build sheet for this entire car on our website. So if someone wants to actually build it at home, they can go order all the parts and build the whole thing themselves. Minus the chassis, of course. They have to come get that from us.
Buddy, why don't you toss out your website while we're here?
Rally Fighter, www.rallyfighter.com. Also, we have one at www.local-motors.com.
Buddy, by the way, looked at my bung and decided it needed gas. I know that sounded... You're going to have to solve that riddle at home, but we needed some argon for
the welder.
For the welder, and I don't have any. So no gas, no bung for Buddy.
No bung and no sparks.
Especially if the liability of the steering wheel coming off in Laguna Seca and my widow going right to you. Who welded this column on here?
Yeah.
All right, should we fire the thing up?
Sure, we can do that, absolutely.
We'll go around the back.
Actually, on the back, I'm going to show you the trunk real quick first.
Oh, sure,
Before we hop in the start. You're talking about your golf clubs and whatnot.
Wow.
See?
You got room.
Yeah. Now, one of the options is to box this off, which some people do. This owner of this car actually lives in Texas, and he likes to put his hunting guns in there. So he did
What?
Not,
A hunter.
Of course.
Yes.
Who knew?
So that
Wow.
that way they fit in there.
This is just
I love
Just
these with
awesome.
the guy with the trunk and the guy's running away.
Yeah.
Like
I'm-
he's there and he's literally trying to run away.
This is a quick release, glow in the dark that Dot makes you put in the trunk.
That's right.
And maybe you just were drunk and locked yourself in the trunk. It's not like you're abducted. It's not a Russell Crowe movie. Well, I guess they're assuming either the car, if you're locked in the trunk, somebody locked you in there.
You've got horrible friends. You should run from
and
them.
you should flee.
Something.
Yeah. But maybe you should stay and kick ass. Like maybe there's a drunken version of this release where the guy's
fights.
like standing like this, or better yet, holding a tire iron, and a flare.
They should have one with the body on the ground.
Yeah, just
Standing on his
positive
chest.
reinforcement. Like, I kicked a little terrorist ass.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron. Wow.
All right, so let me start her up for you.
Fire
Yeah.
her up.
So it's kind of nice for driving on the road. It's pretty quiet. I mean, we do have the 4 cats, 2 mufflers, but when
Yeah.
you step on her, though, it'll.
Wow. And live rear axle,
Yeah,
just like a trophy truck.
just like.
Buddy, this has been a little slice of heaven, man. You are officially insane, but love it. This is why this is why we're number 1 for the next couple years before China takes over. Because we got guys like Buddy Chris making crap like this. Unbelievable.